Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I'm sorry about the last video that I made that people couldn't hear me. My kitty runs across the keyboard, and I mean she steps really lightly, but she went across it, and evidently it somehow adjusted the control in the microphone. I'm not sure how that happened by just scurrying across. I try to keep it closed when she's around, but when I'm working, you know how those kitties are. They want to come and see what you're doing. She gets all nosy. I wanted her to come over here so y'all could see how big she's grown. She's gotten so big. Matter of fact, I think she's getting a little bit fat. But she's eating, I don't know if you've ever seen it, those Calico Cat food. That's her favorite now. She got past all those little cans that I was giving her. She got all done with that. She didn't like them anymore. So I had to change it, and I found the only one she likes is the one with pumpkin in it. This kitty is so funny. She's very picky. She likes the calico one with pumpkin. So I have a whole bunch of that, and she eats it every single day, the same flavor. That's what she likes. So whatever. You know, she likes her dry food too, and that is 3 ounces of wet, which is, I think it's quite a lot for just for a cat, you know. And then I was giving her half a cup of dry on top of that, but I realized it's probably too much. So I have a fourth of cup of scoop, and I'll try to give her a little less than a fourth twice a day. So if she doesn't have something in her bowl, she's just not a happy camper. So I have to put a little bit in her bowl. You know, I feed her in my bathroom. So if I go in my bathroom, she'll go in there with me, and she's like, "Oh, my bowl's empty, girl." And I have to put something in it, so I don't want to disappoint her. Okay, so a lot of things to talk about, not just my little kitty, a lot of things. My granddaughters are gone to New York, so they're starting their college adventure. They got there 2 days ago, Saturday, I guess it was. They flew to New York, so they're there with their parents getting settled in. And then we have Afghanistan. What's going on there? The withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan, and all the chaos that is ensuing. It is crazy, and I just want to take a look and see, you know, what's going on with Biden. If this is going to hurt Biden, and what is he doing? I just want to take a look at Biden and see what's up with that, because you know, I've always felt that he's a compassionate, kind, loving person. So the way that it looks like this was thoughtless and done without any compassion at all. So you guys, what I have done is I have a map of Afghanistan, and I have surrounded this map in rose quartz. Okay, so that's for love. So I'm surrounding Afghanistan in love. And then I've put on the map, I've put lapis and aventurine to bring balance and peace. Okay, balance and peace surrounded by love by rose quartz. And then I just have them in a love net. I call that a love net. Sometimes I do a healing net with amethyst. Did a love net I have it right here. It's right here beside me. My camera doesn't go down that direction because I'm just on my laptop here. But if you guys would like to send some healing, you know, love and peace to this country, please join me in doing that. Let's do that right now, just for a minute, and we'll just take a little bit of time to do that, and I believe this will help a lot. So let's all do that. With love and gratitude, I ask my spirit team and you all to send healing, love, peace, and protection to the Afghan people. Lift their vibration, and with a loving, open heart, we now begin to send love and light to them. To those who are helpless, that are in fear, activate their heart chakras, so that they'll receive this outpouring of love. And with gratitude, we ask Blessed Archangel Michael to protect the innocent and uphold the sanctity of life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless Afghanistan and the people. the innocent people. I'm gonna do a reading on Biden. The next time that I come on, I'd like to do a reading on the Taliban, because there's reports saying that they're going to be, more modern Taliban. They're going to be, they're going to let women be educated, and they're going to let reporters stay there. And so far, the reporters are there. They're still there. They're covered, but they're there reporting, and the Taliban's right there in front of them. So hopefully, they're going to be good to their word. So I want to take a look at them too. Okay. But before we do that, I'm going to talk about my state here, that Texas Governor Abbott, the one that he doesn't believe in masks, and he doesn't want any child to have to go to school and cover their face, because, you just can't do that. He's such an idiot. He just tested positive for COVID just a couple hours ago. I've been in here doing readings all day. My husband comes in the bedroom and he goes, this is so rude, y'all. He goes, I got some good news. And I'm like, what? And he goes, Abbott tested positive. I'm like, that's not good news. That's not very nice, but we feel like, okay, do you understand? Are you getting it? Even if you're vaccinated, you can still get corona and pass it to a child that's not been vaccinated. I mean, is he hard-headed or what? Can he get it through his thick skull? So he's symptom-free. They say he's symptom-free, but that's because he's been vaccinated. And he got vaccinated, I read, in 2020. So he's been vaccinated for a while, and I don't know which vaccination he got, but they're saying that, like Pfizer, goes down to 42% effectiveness after 6 months, which could still keep you out of the hospital and death, but you could probably get pretty sick. But anyway, I guess it doesn't matter if he breathes on a child or not. If he has the corona and he passes it to a child, I guess he doesn't care, Or somebody that can't take a vaccination because they're allergic to it or something, he could make them sick. And Monday, he was at this standing room only event, and then 3 hours later, oh, by the way, you guys, I have got COVID. Hope y'all were vaccinated, because I am, He's a jerk. He's just a jerk. Me and my husband can't stand him. That's why he said, I have some good news. I know that was so rude to say, because we don't really want anybody to be sick and, anything happen to anyone. So we are having I think the coolest August on record here. I mean, in a long, long time for sure. I don't remember it being this cool in August. We're having an overcast day right now. The hottest it's been is like 91, 92 degrees. Right now it's 90 degrees. And I know maybe a lot of y'all are thinking, oh my gosh, that's really hot. We are used to having it be 100, 101, 102 in August for sure. We haven't, even July, it wasn't that hot. We've had a lot of rain, so it's kept it cool. And usually at nighttime, it doesn't even get cool. It can be 85, 89 degrees at night, but it's been cooling down at night. It's been way in the low 70s at night, so it's keeping it cool. The Farmer's Almanac came out not too long ago, a few days back, and they said that we were in for another very cold winter in Texas, and that we could see snow again. Snowmageddon, they call it. I don't want to go through that again. I told my husband, you better get a generator. All those trees that froze, they're going to be firewood this winter for sure. My husband's been sawing them down. It's so sad, y'all. We had to saw down our trees. It's so sad. Have you ever sawed down an orange tree, this bitter orange? It is solid, heavy wood. It really is solid. And our fig tree, oh my gosh, the most beautiful fig tree you've ever seen in your life. It is gigantic, or was. He had to cut it all down. But we do have, it's still alive. It's coming back, but it's coming back from nothing. So it's going to take years for it to get that big again. I don't even know if we'll survive. We'll be here by then to see it be big and produce figs again. We have a little offshoot from it from, I guess, last year when, was it last year? Last year when it was doing well. We had a branch of it, and it has figs on it. It's on our deck, so there's a little branch with figs on it, and there's just a few shoots coming up from the bottom. But the pomegranate trees are all coming back. You know, they're kind of bushy like, so they're coming back. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad. And I told y'all how we put rock all in the front. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of work. A lot of work. I don't want to do that again. I really do. I'm not made for that. But let's take a look at Biden. I just want to see if, you know, this is hurting. I mean, hurting him. All they're talking about is Biden. Like, he made a mistake. He just made a mistake. You know. Let's take a look. If it's going to affect his presidency, what's going on. Okay. All right. So the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups, and I call that the flavor of the reading. You know, and this is about balance, balancing intelligence and compassion. So, you know, and you're probably wondering, is that what happened? Because it doesn't look like it. The images that we see doesn't look like there's much compassion there, but you know, it was panicking. They were panicking. Everybody was panicking. So I don't know, you know, what they could have done. They were just trying to get out of there, put as many people on the plane and get out of there, and people hanging onto the plane and everything. I mean, it was sad and freaky, and there should have been more people there. Of course, there should have been, you know, it should have been coordinated much, much better. I think we all agree on that. But, you know, Trump had drawn down to 2,500 troops. And, of course, Biden's been president. He could have sent more troops over there, but I guess he really didn't want to, you know. He wanted to withdraw from Afghanistan, and he's been wanting to since he was vice president. So that was his chance to put his mark, I guess, and we'll see how this goes anyway. Okay, so let's read these cards. First card is the Justice card. Oh my gosh! So, this is, you know, this is justice coming. Actions have consequences, you know, and the truth isn't always as it seems. Okay, it really isn't, and we know that everything will balance out, and that's what this is. This is a balancing out of justice. This is a difficult decision, you know, to withdraw from Afghanistan. It was unfortunate the way that it's been done. And I do believe that it's created some karma for Biden. It has. Then that's what this is all about. This is all about balancing everything out. Everything will balance out. You know, when you do something that is hurtful to others, you have to balance it out some way. You know, whatever happens has to be balanced out. So I think it will create karma for Biden for sure. It will. Crossing over, that card is the Knight of Swords. You know, Biden took a risk, and he was well aware of what this risk was. It really took a lot of courage for him to end this war, to continue this drawdown. You know, and like I said, he wasn't in favor of keeping troops there or bringing more troops there. And he made this difficult decision that many other presidents did not make. And they didn't make it because, you know, essentially everyone knew that something bad was going to happen, you know, that it was going to be bad. Now, of course, I don't believe they knew how bad it was going to be, and that's what Biden said. He said, we knew that potentially something bad could happen, but we didn't know the Taliban was going to take over this quickly, basically, is what he's saying. But, you know, most people in the United States They wanted this war to end. They wanted our sons and daughters to stop going and being killed in Afghanistan. It was enough. It's 20 years. Most people wanted this to happen. Of course, we don't want to see more people get hurt or anything. We don't want to, see that a country is, in dire straits and being taken over, But Biden said, remember Biden said when he was in a speech, he said, I'm the president of the United States, I'm not, basically he's saying, I'm not the president of Afghanistan. I'm the president of the United States. I have to do what's good for us. We're not forming a government in Afghanistan. Now, overlooking that is Temperance card. So this is good. This is the Angel of Mercy is overlooking the whole situation. So that makes me feel much, much better. Much better. So I'm hoping things are going to start calming down. I haven't seen any TV today because I've been in here doing readings all day long, but that's the Angel of Peace. So peace and mercy. So things should be calming down. I hope they are. This is the Foundation. This is the Five of Cups. So this administration does have regrets on how they handled this situation. You're darn right they do. They weren't truly prepared and they know it. So there are regrets here. That's too bad. That's a big mistakey, big mistakey. This is in the past position. This is the Chariot, the recent past. Biden's really done a pretty good job up until now. He hasn't had a misstep, not a really big misstep or anything. And he's, taken the reins. He's been on top of things. He's been in control, and he's done a good job up until now. So this is the recent past. So hopefully the past is a good indication of the future. So we'll see. You guys, I get so hot when I do readings. I'm just starting to sweat. The Emperor card. Whenever I think of Biden, of President Biden, I always think of him as wearing his heart on his sleeve and being a very compassionate man. And in his speech, he said, remember, I was saying that he said that I'm the president of the United States, meaning I'm not the president of Afghanistan, And the actions that he took was for the stability and interest of the United States. That's what the Emperor is. I'm the Emperor. I'm stability. I'm in control. You can count on me. I'm doing what's best, what's right. So we've lost enough men and women over the last 20 years, and Biden is protecting our troops. He has a lot of experience. He's wise, and he's using his authority. That's what this is, to protect, all. To protect all. And he knows that everyone will not agree with him. He knows that. But, he can deal with it. He can deal with the fallout. I think he's handling the fallout so far very well, and he can take the hits. And like he said, the buck stops with me. So he's handling the fallout. He's saying, if it doesn't go right, that's, on me. But he had the courage to do it, for sure. That's what this is about, having the courage and the strength. Now, the next card is a State of Mind card. This is the Sun. So he still feels like he's done everything that he could, that he feels good about the things that he did. He feels good about drawing down from Afghanistan and bringing everybody home. He still feels like pulling out was the right thing. He feels good about that. And he's hoping that everyone will see that it was for the best in the end. So he still has hopes that everything's going to turn out okay. He's not real charismatic when he speaks, but he's very intelligent and sensible, I think, when he speaks. So he makes sense to me, he does. This is the Two of Pentacles. This is all about balance, So I think this is the things that he has to keep balance on, and the balance is when it comes to Afghanistan, of course, he has to, not only do all the people that are working in the embassy, all the citizens of the United States need to get out, but there's all the people that were working along with those people and helping all our troops and all the people that were there. So I feel like that's what the balance is. The balance is to be able to leave and still help those people and get those people out also. So there's a tightrope that he has to walk. There's a balancing act, He has to get those people out and not turn his back on those people. And I think he's trying to do that. There's a lot of things going on right now, but that should be his priority, to get not only the citizens out, but the people that have, interpreters and all the people that worked with the United States to defeat the Taliban. Who knows if they're in jeopardy, or not. Okay, some of them are probably known, and people talk, and I'm sure they're feeling very frightened. This is the hopes and dreams. This is the Ace of Swords. This is about cutting through all the crap. So Biden cut through all the crap. We've been told by many other presidents that we're going to leave Afghanistan. We've been told that time and time again, and nobody really wanted to do it because they knew what has ensued would come to pass. They knew that there would be, chaos and panic when we would leave. So nobody was willing to do it because they didn't want to be blamed for that. No president wanted to be the president that had that stain on their presidency, So it's really sad. It's really sad. And then, of course, Trump had a hand in it because he reduced our troops to 2,500, and he made an agreement with the Taliban too, And do you ever wonder, who is the Taliban? Who is it? I mean, we've been told that it's, could be groups from outside of Afghanistan. But you guys think about it. They're so strong and they're so high in numbers. It has to be the Afghan men that are there themselves. That's what makes sense to me. That's what I feel. Taliban is mostly made up of Afghan men, And those Afghan men, I told my husband, they have daughters, they have wives. Won't they stand up for their daughters and their wives? So I hope that they'll be a more modern Taliban, because they're obviously going to rule the country. The Afghan army that we trained, just, they weren't willing to fight for Afghanistan. They were not willing to fight the Taliban, not without us, not without our power. They wouldn't do it, although they've been trained for 20 years, but they wouldn't do it. So this is a turning point in history. That's what this is about, a turning point in history, a new beginning. Let me ask you, how many of you wanted to see your kid go fight in Afghanistan? Okay. So this is like what we've all asked for, wished for, and wanted, was to end this war in Afghanistan, and that's what's happening. And, it was going to happen the way it happened. A lot of people are, Monday night quarterbacking and saying it didn't have to happen like this, shouldn't happen like this. But you never know. You never know. What if our troops had been on the ready and all this happened? What would they do? Would they shoot all the people on the tarmac? Would they shoot the people to get off the plane? It could have been worse. It could have been worse. What if we were killing those people that helped us because, you know what I mean? You just don't know. You can't really sit there and say, well, it could have been, we could have done this, we could have done that. It's hindsight's 50-50, whatever. All right. 8 of Wands. So this is about change. So change is happening so quickly in Afghanistan, and that's what's happening. That's why people are panicking, because the change is coming so swiftly. Now, it feels swiftly to them, but to us, it's been 20 years. For 20 years, we've been sending our sons and daughters over there to get killed, you know. But to them, it's just, oh my gosh, they actually left because we've been talking and talking about leaving, but we haven't left. And then all of a sudden, oh, we're really leaving now, right? So we have this build up and build up of energy. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just built up and built up and built up. And I mean, everything is hit. This energy, it's freaked everybody out. So all this build up has happened and just chaos has ensued. But we'll definitely be completely out of Afghanistan. This mission will succeed and move forward. That's what I'm getting, okay? That's what this is all about. And you know, the things that me and you can do, we'll send our love and healing prayers to the Afghan people, and just y'all just keep doing that. Just keep on sending them love and healing and prayers. That's all that we can do as individuals. But as a collective, that works very strong. That has a very strong effect. So as a collective, we're sending them love and healing, and they will receive it. Okay. All right, guys. So that's my reading for Biden. It looks like, he's willing to take a little bit of the hit on the karma to protect all of us. And that's where his mind is at. And I think that's where he's coming from. I have to do what I have to do. Sometimes it's hard to be the president. You have to make those tough decisions that, sometimes presidents make decisions to bomb areas where civilians get killed, and that's horrible too. So it's kind of almost the same thing, we're leaving and we know that there's going to be some fallout for that. But he's doing that because he's protecting all of our sons and daughters, basically, All right, guys, thank you so much for engaging with me, listening to me. I appreciate it. I've been doing lots of healings, lots of readings. If you'd like to get a reading with me, a healing, I also do energy cleanse. I do portal closing. You got some funky stuff going on in your house. We can go through it and get rid of it. Whatever you need, let me know, and I'll try and help you out. If I can't help you out, I'll send you in the right direction to find some help, okay? All right, guys, I love y'all so much. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. You guys take care and keep Afghanistan people in your prayers, okay? And there's so many others too. Haiti. I didn't even talk about Haiti. Please pray for Haiti. All the Haitian people, they've gone through so much. God bless them. Please keep them in your prayers also. I am doing the same thing and putting them in a loving embrace and in a little healing zone too. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. As soon as I shut down here, Haiti is next. I take a map of them, and I'll do a little bit different on them because they're truly needing some healing. So I'll probably put them in an amethyst healing net, because a lot of people are hurt and they need help right now in healing, and a lot of people need to be found. And then we have the hurricane on top of it. They've just gone through so much. So just pray for their protection. Pray that the people that are alive will be found in time, and just send your prayer and love to them, okay? I'm going to do the same. All right, guys, love y'all so much. I'm going to let you go. It's almost 30 minutes here. Have a wonderful day, or if it's nighttime for y'all, have a wonderful night, okay? Depends on when you're watching. Y'all take care, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.